Well, Becky and I are embarking on a massive journey, Tales for the Trip. This
Got my
one,
beverage.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this one here, it's going to take us some serious travel time. So we're going to take this car. Well, the Imperial would be sweet,
Right.
but we don't want to put miles on that car.
Right.
So this car is actually one of our personal cars, kind of dirty here, but check this out. This is an '03 Mercedes S600 twin turbo V12. This thing is the ultimate road machine. Check this car out. Here's what I love about this car.
It's a beast.
It's a beast, over 700 foot-pounds of torque. But listen to the startup on this thing. Listen to this.
Sounds angry.
Listen to that. Angry. Oh, we've had this car for several years. This thing is a beast. So let's go ahead and roll out. Well, hello, girls. Hello, Zoe. Hi, sweetie. They're like, where are you off to today? Come here, Zoe. Come here, Zoe. Zoe. Well, we can't be bothered. There's too much green grass that we have to work on out here. So, anyway, we're off on this epic adventure. It's so fascinating that, cars, you just never know where you're going to find cars.
Right.
Well, we had a gentleman out here doing some dirt work estimate.
Turn left.
And literally, his dad lives 2.5 miles away. So
Crazy.
he's basically our neighbor.
Right.
And we're going to go look at what we believe is a BMW e28. It's a e28, a 535 IS, bright red in color. We just had a gray one. I know we just sold a gray one. It was really cool. So we were potentially buying. I mean, just like literally, we just sold the gray car.
It just left yesterday.
Monday. It just left yesterday.
Yeah.
And then we just found out about this car yesterday. It's so crazy how this car thing works. So we'll be pulling into our destination just here in a few minutes. All right. Well, I think this is it, Becky.
Yep, I've driven by this barn in the last 23 years.
Oh my goodness.
A gazillion
All
times.
the time.
How funny.
Yeah.
Yep.
Been by here a million times. Well, let's go see what we see. Well, there's that old Mustang. You told us about that old Mustang.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think he's probably maybe around. I don't know. Oh, that's cool. I guess his mom's had that car forever.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Cool.
So, yeah, cool stuff.
Yeah.
A neat little patch of land here. All right, well, let's go check this car out. Hello, Pooch. All right, boy, it's nice to see the weather break off for us, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Had enough of that heat. 535 IS. How long have you had this car?
Since 21.
Oh, so not that long?
I mean, since 01.
Oh, 01. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Yeah. Little doink on there. What was that collision?
That was the truck turning out and it was down below me.
Oh, is that right?
And I did it.
Oh, darn it. Darn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, these are neato cars. You don't see them that much anymore.
Well, apparently they didn't make too many of them.
Well, they made a lot of this. They made this car from 82 to 88, this body style.
Yeah, I know.
But the 535, the IS is a little more, yeah, definitely.
There weren't very many according to, I think I went to Joe Self or wherever.
Oh, really?
Had the parts. And that was the shocks. And they're way different than they said, oh, we don't have these.
Oh, really?
Go to Bilstein in Germany and order the shocks, and they were more than the car cost.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And they're like hydraulic cylinders under it. And you could tell that it needed them when I had it in 01.
Really?
It was fairly good. But it,
Yeah, little bobby.
Nah, it didn't have what it needed.
Yeah.
But this car is figured if my brother-in-law had it, that it was something rare. They acted like, oh, they couldn't handle.
Little dust there.
Oh yeah, it's been sitting in here a bit.
How was the last time it was driven?
That's been. Well, we drove it in here. Its problem is it needs a, and I kept telling Luke that it needed well, I had a brand new, what the heck was it, on Kellogg. Trying to turn left, and he looks over at me. I was going to cut over and go in and go down Andover Road. But
Yeah.
as we were coming in, he wasn't gonna have any part of it. Brand new super sport something. I mean, it was a hot rod.
Oh yeah.
And he started to gas that thing, and this thing, you hit the throttle on it, and the back tires go away.
Yeah, they're neat cars. Yeah, I've dealt with these cars for years.
You have.
Yeah, I own a salvage yard, and then we sell cars and stuff too. Red with tan's kind of a cool combination. Got a little bit of wear on the seat. Cracked dash. It's kind of just the typical, typical stuff, you know. Cracked dash, and split seat and stuff. So it's kind of tricky as far as like what you do with a car like this, you know. It's too nice to part out, but then it would take extensive money to restore it. You know what I mean? I used to have a bunch of these at the salvage yard, you know, and then I kind of would, you know, they'd get stripped out, I'd crush them and buy another one, and then all of a sudden they just kind of quit coming in. You know, they just kind of quit coming in. And it looks like a pretty solid car as far as rust goes.
It's been inside.
Uh-huh.
Crack here, and I think
Yeah, it's actually really common. It's aluminum, and actually it's really, really common that that's cracked like that. Yeah.
It actually came from Tyler, Texas.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you can kind of tell because the paint's a little oxidized and the cracks in the dash and everything. They didn't like the moisture. They didn't like the sun. These old cars are a little kind of fragile.
Yeah.
But it's a good old car.
I think it's still good.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it would polish out a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, a little detailing would help a lot. Then the problem is these, like that fender over there.
Yeah.
So when you change that fender and paint it, it's never going to match the rest of the car. You know, that's the problem because the paint, you know, it gets old and faded, and you got the hood too. You got the hood and the fender. But yeah, the problem is when you paint it, it's like, where do you stop? You know, you almost have to repaint the whole car to make it look right.
Well, I imagine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
And
what year is the car?
It's a
I didn't even ask. Driving a little
87 or 8 probably.
85 to 88.
87.
87, yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I said 87 to 88 probably.
Well, you hit the first number.
Yeah, yeah. I just had a
05 of 87, so
Yep.
it would be an 87. 05.
Yeah, that new Borbet or whatever.
Borbet,
Borbet.
yeah, because these cars had metric tires on them when they were new, which you can't get the tires anymore. You know what I mean?
Well, we put new Michelin on it, but
Yeah.
we haven't been out in the weather. But
Like I buy a lot of really nice cars, and they need, you know, they need some minor things, a little this, one little thing like that, you know, and but this one is a big project to make it nice. So this is going to have to be somebody that probably wants to personally take it on, like for a personal like car and that sort of thing, but it's going to be a long-term expensive project. But it is, like I said, it is a desirable car.
it'll start up. It probably needs a battery in it.
Yeah.
Batteries in it, but it drove itself on here. And
Right.
It drove back from the pit saying, well, it's all fine. It's not shifting. You can tell it with the cables
Yeah.
gummed on it. But
It's automatic, right?
Yeah.
yes.
All right, so we kind of chit-chatted with him a little bit and kind of shot him a little ballpark number, you know, because the battery was dead, and you know, so, and then, you know, he's still, I don't know, son was talking about selling it. He's probably a little sentimental,
Probably,
you know, so I don't want to pressure people, you know what I mean? I don't want to pressure them for anything, so.
Sell it or not.
Yeah, so I just told him to talk to his son, and like I said, we're only a couple miles away.
Yeah.
So I said, talk to your son, and you just, guys come up with some ideas or whatever, we'll come back out. So probably stay tuned here. This video will probably continue. So anyway, so it's a few days later, and like I said, we'll probably end up going back out after this 5 series. So they got to talking and decided that, the car is obviously a project and they're not going to do anything with it. So they wanted me to come back up. They said they got a battery in it and got it running. So I'm going to go out there and go take a look at it again and go take it for a spin and see what happens. See if we can get this this little project 535 IS bought. So here we go. Luckily, it's just a few miles down the road. Easy drive. Well, there it sits, pulled out. Those little wheels look pretty decent on that car. Such a great chassis and just great car. So get out and check it out. Kind of nice to see it out of the barn here. Give it a little walk around. It'd be interesting to see. I bet you that paint, probably get that to Van Gogh. I bet you they could buff that thing out. I bet it'd look pretty good, actually. Interesting. It looks better out here in the daylight than in the barn. I mean, it still needs some work, but still a great car. Definitely worth saving. Yeah, there's no way I'd park this car out. Just that little doink in the fender, but that's about it. Gotta see it out in the daylight a little more. Just dusty and dirty, honestly. A lot of it, that bolster's worn, but that can be rebuilt. The rest of the seats, actually, it's pretty dry, but typical dash cracks. 123,000 miles. It's all here. It's definitely all here. What do you guys think of this thing? What should we do with it? Well, let's see if we can get it bought first. Now, let the gentleman know I'm here. Doing. I love the way those things sound. I wonder what kind of shape that steering wheel's in. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Oh, the key's in it. Let's go ahead and turn it over and see what happens. Oh, fired right up. Nice and clean exhaust. Here comes Jack. All right, we got her running here. Looks like got a brake light. Probably maybe a little bit low on brake fluid. It looks like that brake lining light. The check light is for a brake tail light. That's what that check is flashing there. And let's see, we got the blower motor. Yep, that's working. Get a little air going in here. All right, well, we got reverse. Drops into reverse. Put it in drive, and let's roll out here and see what happens. All right, I can tell right now the way that it pulled out kind of sluggishly. That's a weird click. So it is in, actually it is in third gear, like limp mode. Yeah, see there's no power there. It's in third gear. Let's try to see if we can manually drop down into a gear. Nope, just staying in limp mode. Checking the gear selector and everything. But suspension actually feels good. Brake pedal's soft. It's a solid car. Actually, it feels really good. This, especially going down this gravel road. Good test for it. But hey, gives us a good enough test drive to get a general idea of the car, and I like the car, honestly. I really do. I mean, and it's just iconic. I mean, you just don't find these in red, and they're usually just rusted to death. So I mean, this car honestly is worth a full restoration, to be real honest with you. And look, here's another little note. The odometers are always broke on these cars. And look, our miles are clicking away. That's a good sign. So that 123, you know, if that odometer wasn't working, then you're really guessing and speculating unless I got some paperwork. But we got a good odometer. I like it. Let's see what we can do. Well, the story continues. Jack's had this car since 01, and I can tell he's a little bit sentimental on it. I did make him an offer now that I can drive the car and check it out or whatever. But I'm just down the road, so he says he's going to think it over and give me a holler back. So to be continued. Stay tuned. Something. You think about what the hell I'm gonna say. Well, we're back, and it's about 7 months later. I last left this BMW in September. It started at the beginning of September and then kind of ended at the end of September, and I had kind of left him an offer, and then I texted a couple times and kind of touched base with him or whatever. But you know, it's one of those things where I was kind of like, well, you know, we just weren't, you know, and honestly, you know, I kind of thought that they would, I was kind of letting them, you know, it's part of the game, let them sit on a little bit, you know, and I expected to kind of get a call and say, okay, come and get it. Well, it never happened. So they're doing a good game of playing cards, I guess. But here's the deal. In the meantime, so the guys down at Unique Maintenance, they do a lot of our PDR, and they paint bumpers and fenders and, you know, do little, you know, minor work for us and stuff. Really, really good guys. I've known them for a long time. And they've actually had me on the hunt for an E28. His dad had 528E back in the day, and so they've just been dying, you know. And then we had that really nice 535 IS, but you know, that was an $18,000 car, you know, and they really weren't wanting to spend that kind of money. Right. And but you know, I mean, I even think that they even mentioned, you know, they'd even take a 528E, you know, they just want an E28. Yeah. So I've been, you know, kind of just passively, you know, looking, and there was one car local that never really materialized or whatever, but I got to thinking, you know, I got an idea. This car is a fantastic project car. No rust, red tan, I mean, and it's an 535 IS. Yes, it has an automatic, but you know, it can be converted.
Can be fixed.
Yeah, that can be changed, no big deal.
Well, that's awesome.
But here's the deal, you know, what the car really needs is a paint job.
Right.
And that's what these guys do.
Right.
So I've got a surprise for them.
Oh boy.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy this car. So I'm basically giving it, you know, I'm giving these guys what they're asking for the car. But I'm gonna take the car and we're gonna take it over to Unique Maintenance, and I'm gonna surprise them with it. And I'm gonna say, here's the car, here's the title. You give me what I paid for it, and it's yours. And I'm actually gonna give them the car if they want it. Wow. And yeah, I know that's a big deal, because I mean, this is a very desirable car.
Like red 535 IS.
I know,
for sure.
But you know, it's going to be so cool because they're going to make this thing mint. Yeah. Trust me, they're going to make it brand new. Yeah, they'll have the seats recovered. Oh, they will fix it. Trust me, when this car is done, it will be perfect. And you know, so, and they have done so much for us, and this is just a, you know, one way to say thanks. So this car is only a couple miles from my house. It's crazy deal. So we're headed over there. It's Kansas bipolar spring right now. It was 90 degrees yesterday or the day before. Now it's like 50 degrees.
Mother
and
nature has lost her
40 mile an hour
again.
North wind. So there won't be much outside video because don't want to put you guys through hurricane winds here. So we're gonna go get the car, pick it up, pay for it, and you've already seen lots of interactions with the sellers and everything. And then we're gonna go ahead and finish this with delivering the car. So we're literally picking it up and straight delivering it from the seller to a new buyer in one swoop. Yeah. I think they're gonna be stoked.
I think they'll be real excited.
Let's go get it.
Okay.
Yep. I see the 5 Series peeking over there. That's really a cool car, Becky.
It's really cool.
I mean, I can't wait to see this thing get restored. What an awesome
Red's my
car.
favorite.
I know, it looks
Tan.
really good. I know. Remember our buddy had one, Russ, and I think he still has that car. I think it's got 300,000 miles on it now. And it's in pretty bad shape now.
Oh, really?
I know. Well, he's driven it.
Yeah.
Give him heads up and hats off for that.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this transaction done and get on the road. All right, I had to throw a new battery in it. Brakes are kind of soft. It needs some TLC, but it's going to the ride home. I mean, if they don't want it, I'm happy to keep it because this is a really cool car. So here we go. Maiden voyage here. See, I think I got enough gas to get to the gas station here. Better go and get it filled up. Well, we got brake lining, light on, brake light on. But it's running, it's driving. So it's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see the look on their faces. Next stop is Unique Maintenance in Wichita, Kansas. Check them out. Well, you gotta have a little bit of a drama with an old car. I come to a stop sign right here at this four-way stop, and I come to the stop and the car just died on me. So I'm glad I got Becky following me. The positive cable, the clamp was tight, but the bolt going through was loose, and so it wasn't making contact to send power to the computer and stuff. I come to a stop, the car just died on me in the middle of the intersection. Fun car stuff. I'm rolling again. I got its first fill up. Gas gauge works. Look at that, 123,000 miles. Got some lights on, but gas gauge works. We just put in, oh crap, I forgot to go get, how much did we put in here? 13 gallons, 48.90. Now, time, head to Unique. If they don't want this car, I'm happy to keep it. I'm sure they'll love it. All right, pulling the back way here. I just told them that and as I bring them cars all the time, so I just told them that I'm bringing them a car in. So I just texted them, and so they can open the door. They're gonna be like, man, we've been looking for one of these. And there's Sock working on our M5. Jump up.
How cool.
How you like my 535?
Yeah, there you go.
Pretty nice?
I was going
Barn find. Take a look at it and see what you think. I'm gonna go grab the bill of sale real quick. There you go. So here's the title, right? And here's the bill of sale. So follow me in, and that's running. All right, guys. What's happening? What do you know?
Hi.
So you
Thanks.
love E28, right?
What's that?
You love E28s. You boys love E28s.
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal. I found this car. You guys have been telling me to find you a good one, and I found this barn find here, and you guys just think that it's me bringing one in here for work, but here's the bill of sale. If you want it, you can have it for my cost, and it's your car.
Yeah, we want it.
You want it? That work?
Yeah.
All right, guys.
We'll get the cash all going together here.
What do you think? Think this one will work for you?
Oh hell yeah, we can fix this thing up.
Yeah. Yeah, so I showed you this thing, and I've been trying to buy this thing since last September. And you guys, just said, find me. When every time I come in here, you find me an E28 yet?
Yeah.
And I got to thinking, I'm like, well, what a perfect,
Oh yeah, that way we can do it ourselves and fix it all up.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, here's what it's gonna look like when it's done.
Look at him running. Yeah. And here, check this out. Here's the M5, you guys. getting a few little dings taken out of it. Sock is going to town. How's it going, Sock? He's the man. You need some PDR.
We're going to get soft on this afternoon.
Yeah, right.
That's what it looks like when it's done.
Oh my goodness. So you've had this for a long time.
We had that for a long time, yeah, and I put it in the computer room. And
Yeah. So that's your car. That's your dream car.
That's it. Yep, that's that car.
Yeah, I'll tell you something else that's special about this car. I didn't even know it until we got the title, because when I went over and looked at it, I'm pretty sure they told me 87, right? And they built the 535 from 85 to 87, 85 to 88. I'm sorry, but 88 is a 1 year only 535 as well. The 88 has more horsepower than the 88.
So this is an 88.
This is an 88, and I didn't even know that. So that makes this car super rare. A red tan 88 IS car.
And that's what this is. That's red tan.
And that, yeah.
And those are the rims we're probably going to get something similar to that. I like that because I like those too.
Yeah, well, I've got some rims at the shop I'm going to show you guys too.
Okay.
And you know what else I got at the shop? A manual conversion.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So,
Manual conversion.
if you guys don't want it, I'll take it out of here.
No, we got it.
All right.
We got it.
All right, man. Enjoy. I cannot wait to see this thing. Here's what you guys got to do though. Cars and Coffees this weekend. You got to drive the Cars and Coffee just like that.
Just so they
Barn
can see it.
find. Yeah.
So they can see
It'll
it.
be
And-
before and after. I'm serious. Because this is literally a barn find.
Yeah.
And you got to take it to Cars and Coffee. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, this thing's been sitting for a while.
Yes. Well, cool. Well, everybody, the trip continues, but with these guys here, so I'm giving it to them for now. So, hey, thanks for watching. Have a great day and happy motoring.